New year, new me, and Overwatch 2 has taken that into account because they have completely 180'd from the direction they were going before. And Overwatch is now in its best state yet, and no one can disagree with it. Now, I don't mean to cause any sort of arguments, but ever since its release in October, there have been non-stop issues, and over the past month, almost all of them have been addressed. So if you haven't been following closely, then you are guaranteed to have missed something, so let me catch you up to speed. Make sure to sub and see these new videos regarding these updates. Cough cough, 99% of you aren't subscribed. Alright, back to the video. What is Overwatch 2 if it wasn't for the heroes? Because of the wide selection, there's a lot of balance changes and a lot of reworks that are needed in order to make every hero playable. So the first thing that they're looking at, the first thing that they announced right after the patch notes with the big changes to Hog is that Hog is said to receive a new utility to his kit in Overwatch 2. Many people saw the patch notes regarding Roadhog and they were like, well, this isn't the rework that they promised, but they say here, in a future update, Roadhog will receive some new utility to his kit, but the Overwatch team needs more time to work on it. So don't worry, an actual Roadhog rework will be coming in the future. Speaking of reworks, ever since they got rid of Brigitte's stun, it felt like she's just a shell of the support she used to be. The community realized this and they said to Blizzard, oh, Brigitte needs a rework. Blizzard listened. They're going to be reworking Brigitte, her ultimate, and they say changes to Brigitte's ultimate will not make it into Season 3 to the balance patch, but they're aiming for April, which is Season 4. Now, the reason these changes are taking so long is because they require new VFX and art considerations, so that's why the timeline might be a little bit delayed. In addition to Brigitte, they said that they're going to be reworking support, like the role itself, into some new way, but there's nothing really on the timeline regarding that, so we need to keep our eyes peeled. With the Roadhog patch, they also said that they're going to be putting a lot more balance changes in regarding other tanks. So it says here, Alec Dawson teased a new balance change coming later down the road, such as buffs for Reinhardt, Wrecking Ball, which are due soon, and Ramatra's ultimate duration potentially being tweaked. But see, it's not potentially, they're actually changing Ramatra's ultimate in Season 3. So Annihilation, which is his ultimate, will now tick down slower when enemies are in its range and will have a 20-second cap. It won't pause the timer entirely, and now there's also a 20-second time limit for the ultimate starting in Season 3. There will be more hero changes coming out very soon because in about 3 or 4 days we will be in Season 3, so just keep your eyes out and make sure you pay attention because your favorite character might even be changed. Now, with the timeline of Overwatch, they said they're going to be releasing a new hero one season and a new map the other season, alternating between them, so it's time for a new map, and we're getting an Antarctica map. So this Antarctica map is styled very similarly to Eco Point Antarctica because after all they are based in the same place. But overall, I'm excited to play on this map. It looks pretty good, but I'm just wondering how many bugs people can find within the first probably week of this release that they're gonna have to use the hotfix system for. But also, one thing that I don't think a lot of people were really expecting when it came to a new map, you can go fishing in Overwatch. Yeah, it's new to me too. I wasn't expecting it. Knock yourselves out, I guess. In regards to new game modes, I'm gonna toss that in with the map because Overwatch, the workshop, is coming back in Season 3, so for those fans of Overwatch workshop, you can now get back to it. And quite literally, maybe a couple hours ago, as I was making this video, Blizzard posted a new dev update regarding maps and the map pool, map frequency, and some map reworks even. And it's very shocking because the first things that it says in the dev post is, you were right and we were wrong. How many times has Blizzard apologized to us as a community? How many times? We can probably count on one finger if we're being honest. But what they're saying is that we limited the map pool. We're going to be changing that now. All the maps are going to be available. In terms of map frequency, some people were complaining that it felt like they were playing on the Coliseum map more than other maps. And they said that basically the algorithm doesn't really target a specific map over another one. It's just some game modes have limited maps, such as Push, for example. I think it has only 3 maps. So with those 3 maps, it gives limited selection because they don't want you playing Escort over and over again, for example. So they try to switch it up between different games. So you'll play Escort one game, Push a next game, so on and so forth. And they also say that they're going to be reworking some maps, such as Gibraltar, I believe they mentioned, how they're going to be introducing new flank routes and other stuff like that. So just keep your eye out because these changes are going to be interesting. Because even for veteran players such as myself, who've been playing for years and years on end, who have gotten used to these maps and every in and out, this is going to be completely new. Because I don't think they've ever done anything regarding this. If I have, correct me in the comments. Could be wrong. Now to probably the biggest part about all of this, the ranked game mode. So right here in this dev post, it says the new ranked mode suffered from poor comprehension and the confusion around players' real rank and how that translated to their skill level, difficulty forming groups with friends, and a negative impression of the matchmaker when players of different ranks were put into the same match, even if their skill levels were similar. So they're going to be implementing a bunch of new changes in Season 3 and even more in Season 4, all aimed at creating more clarity in the system, and more details on short-term changes in the long-term vision will be coming soon. So they realize that now the competitive game mode doesn't feel rewarding enough to play for the players. They can't earn the items because they want it in a short enough period of time. So they're making changes. They're reducing the amount of games that is required to rank up from 7 down to 5, and the amount of losses from 20 to 15. So that should make it easier for players to either rank up or just be able to see exactly where they're standing within the skill rating. They're also changing the alt refund when swapping heroes to 25% as a part of this sort of ranked tuning pass, because 30% of your ultimate, that's a pretty big amount to keep. 5% doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of a game, it's going to add up and add up. So you might get maybe 1 or 2 less ultimates throughout the game if you're constantly switching. And they made another post probably a couple days later after that one where they're saying your games are being made by the MMR regardless of your displayed skill tier. They released another article about 3 days after that one where they're saying, oh, here's some more information, because they did promise more information. So for example, one thing that they're going to be doing is, as I mentioned, reducing the number of wins to rank up from 7 to 5, but also that they will be matching players of similar skill ratings in each role. Even though there might be varying differences, gold tank will be paired against a gold tank, whereas the DPS might be plat or silver and the healers might be plat or silver or gold, something like that. So overall, it's going to be a more balanced thing where you're not going to be having a basically gold MMR match with a low plat versus a high silver in the tank role. Oh, and if you want to have a quick laugh, on the Q&A section of this blog post, it says, why am I hard stuck at a low rating that doesn't reflect my skill? And this is Blizzard's response. Ultimately, the only way you can increase your rating is to win more matches than you lose. So basically, they're just telling, get good, scrub. And that is probably the funniest dev response I think I've seen. Oh, props to Blizzard for that one. Also, quick side note before we go on to the next thing, the rank decay that you experience in the beginning of the season will now be gone. So say you finish gold, you're going to start the season at gold. Good change. Thank you, Blizzard. Another really big thing is the monetization changes. So this is fantastic news. Overwatch credits make their return. You can earn up to 1,500 credits for free. Event cosmetics are available all year round. The cost of legendary skins has been reduced to 1,500, and this is exactly what we've been needing. Around 1,500 credits, coins, whatever you want to put the title as. This is only really regarding the Season 1, Overwatch Season 1 sort of stuff, because you haven't been able to earn legacy coins. This is exactly what they're bringing back, because it says here, first, in Season 3, we're bringing back Overwatch credits which have been previously shown as legacy credits and have been unearnable in Overwatch 2. This is a good change, but it's not a good change, if you get what I'm saying. Now, if they included some of these more premium credits so you could actually get the new skins in the battle pass, that would make a lot more sense. But overall, this will definitely make the community happy, because the new players will be able to get these Overwatch 1 skins and actually be able to participate in the wildlife sort of category. But one thing that Overwatch Cavalry tweeted is, would you want a surrender command in Overwatch 2? Now, this is a good idea. I don't really know how I feel about it. Yes, it would be an okay idea to have that, but also in the same way, that would kind of give more of a, oh, my team's throwing, let me just like quickly exit the game, might make players give up more easily and might cause some people to tilt even faster than before. So let me know what you think, but it's just an interesting thing that I figured I'd throw in and see what you guys have to say about it. Now, I know not all of you are streamers or YouTubers or content creators as it regards to Overwatch, but one thing that they're changing is streamer protection is making a big staple in Overwatch 2. So you will have the options to hide battle tags on your client, hide queue times, add queue delay, and hide replayed codes. And even though you might not relate to that, you will definitely relate to this. 50,000 plus accounts have been actioned for cheating in Overwatch 2. So starting in Season 3, Blizzard will issue severe suspensions for extended amounts of time, and in extreme cases, outright bans to those grouping up with known cheaters. Cheating is not tolerated already. It's about to get a lot harder for cheaters to basically come back into the game. And those who play with known cheaters will also get banned. We'll keep the overall atmosphere of the game into one of integrity. Another small quality of life thing that they're looking to address is the on fire, basically symbol voice voice lines, all of that. So On Fire used to be a thing to celebrate player performance in-game, and Overwatch team's looking to basically revamp the On Fire system because we've been talking about it. The characters say, oh, I'm on fire, but there's no actual thing to basically display that for you or to other people in the match to show exactly how good you're doing. You could be absolutely carrying the team with over 10k DPS in the first round of a push thing, and your character says, oh, I'm on fire, but there's really nothing to show for that unless they're just looking at your stats and being like, oh, we're absolutely being smashed by this one soldier. But why not just give like the player an extra amount of, oh, I'm doing great, that reinforcement. So I'm looking forward to this change. I'm excited to see it come back, especially from its missed absence since Overwatch 1. Also, another small thing, they released the new basically trailer, the new ad for Overwatch Season 3, and with that they're saying get 5 free Battle Pass tiers for logging in between February 7th and February 14th. So make sure you log in between those days and get your 5 free tiers. Now finally coming to the last category that I have here are some small cosmetic changes. First thing is the new mythic skin, which will be Kiriko. It says Amaterasu Kiriko. Here's a picture, I'll pop it up on screen. It will be likely unlocked at tier 80 of the Overwatch 2 Season 3 Battle Pass, similar to other mythic skins. Nothing really new there, but it's a cool looking skin. And then another thing regarding some cosmetics, you will have the opportunity to unlock Socialite Ash if you watch Twitch. So 2 hours, the Ash 7 of Spades spray, 4 hours, Socialite Ash legendary skin, and that will be available from February 7th to February 21st. This is a longer video than I would usually make, but it's because these changes are so great. Now I know I've been absent for probably about a week or so at this point, but I just want to put this out there that I'm very excited to see the future of this game. Not for any reasons like, oh, I'm making money off of this. No, I don't even have that opportunity yet, but Overwatch is one of the most consistent games that I play. It's League of Legends, Minecraft, Overwatch, maybe toss some Siege and some Forza in there, and those are basically the 5 games that I rotate through. So seeing monetization changes, even though I probably will buy the Battle Pass, yeah, I'm giving into that corporate greed. Smite me, I guess, right? But the opportunity to earn these skins from the game that I used to play, Overwatch 1, just to have that sort of nostalgia be available to me, even though I might also want to buy some of the new skins, I just love having that option. The ranked changes, all these changes are great. The map pool changes, the fact that they're even going to be reworking some maps and adding in new flank routes or adding new basically Easter eggs almost to the maps to give a sort of refreshment even for the veteran players who have been so ingrained on playing on these maps that you know every in and out. This will give them something new to enjoy the game with. The hero changes, making it a better space for every hero to be played, making more tanks viable, buffing, nerfing. They said they're going to be using the hotfix system more often now, and they said, yes, we could have done the Roadhog update sooner, but there were some glitches, some bugs that we needed to fix. So now we're still going to be sticking to our patches in the beginning, mid-season, end season sort of deal, but now we have the opportunity to week in and week out be able to tweak small things that you tell us. So it seems like they're actually listening to us, they're actually paying attention for once, and I'm excited to see that Blizzard has a connection with the community and now makes Overwatch a thriving game. So I want to know your thoughts down below. I'm going to try to respond to every comment that I can. Just drop it down below. As always, GG easy.